Hello, hello. I hope your stretching and your mini wowing has been going well. And you're just kind of observing how you're reacting through it, what emotions are coming up. You're kind of feeling that stuff too. That's all part of this mind-body approach that I really appreciate to movement when you've got pain, when you've got a lot of stress, or maybe you deal with anxiety and things like that. It's okay if those things come up. Moving the body is part of this process of managing emotions and dealing with the mental aspects of pain as well. Mental, mind, body, physical stuff. So perhaps you're ready for a little bit of gentle strengthening. And I want to introduce the glute bridge. Another just real classic exercise. But what I've found in my own experience and my working with clients and teaching yoga for a decade now is that for some people, knowing why you're doing something and what you're maybe meant to get out of it is really, really important and really valuable. And so I want to offer that to you today with the glute bridge. You maybe have done a million of them, but maybe we can feel them in a new way and we can embody it and play around with it in a new context. So with the glute bridge, and the great thing is you're already on the floor. You've done all your stretching, and now we're doing just a touch of strengthening. So what we'll start to do is get in the habit of thinking about the core and bracing a little bit. So you're pulling your belly in, you're kind of getting that belly active again. And if you kind of jumped into this video series now, check out my Safe Start course. It's on my website for free, garrettplumley.com, and it just tells you what I'm talking about here, which is just like, what does that mean? Pull the belly in, tighten things up. It'll help you out there. So go to that, check that out if that's where you need to jump in. So first, belly is tight. This will prevent us from using our spine too much in this. This is a glute movement, so your bum muscles. And what you do is you keep the core turned on as best you can so that it's the glutes and the hips are the joint that moves. And a really good visual representation is if the back wasn't stable, as you start arching your back really hard, and it takes the motor pattern out of it. Something you want to get the hang of eventually is just understanding what muscles do what and feeling the right muscles in these exercises. So it can be tough to feel our glutes. What we can do is at the top of the movement, try pulling your ribs down a little bit, try pulling the belly in, activate your core more, and then just squeeze your bum as hard as you can. And when I say as hard as you can, I mean not so hard that you grit your teeth, you shrug your shoulders up, you create all this extra tension in your body. You're still really soft in the neck and shoulders, and your face is relaxed. And you're doing your best to do that, to squeeze your bum. And actually keep it squeezed on the way back down too, so that you're just practicing using the glutes in this movement. Now it's entirely possible that your hamstring will cramp up. If you do feel this in your back doesn't enjoy this, then you might just need a little bit more troubleshooting and maybe just a little bit more core work and a little bit of stretching. And that's where that Safe Start course is. That's a nice place to go. If you do feel this in your back, if your back just feels sensitive here, then come back to the Safe Start course. It teaches you more about the stability. And this is a great example of how sometimes we just need to work on core before we can get to the legs, before we can start addressing other movement patterns. We need to find out how to use our core properly to protect our spine, or at least just reduce how much our spine comes into play with these exercises. Glute bridge, check it out. You're already on the floor doing your other exercises and see how it feels. Let me know how it goes. Talk to you soon.